really does. Hey y'all, I'm sorry about being late. I had to get Josiah situated with my tablet so he could watch Netflix. I'm trying to cut back on his YouTube time because he doesn't know how to act when he watches YouTube and he gets in his feelings. So I put him on movie on Netflix. Hey, Miss Elite, welcome back. Thanks for joining again. Hi. Let me see. How you doing today?
Oh, no, that's not it.
Let's see.
There we go.
I'm doing okay. I have been feeling kind of drained today because I'm cramping. So I'm just trying to, truck through everything. I feel like I've been running behind all day. Des, how you doing?
I'm good. I've actually been having a pretty good day today, so I'm doing really well.
Hold on, I'm sharing my live to one of my Facebook groups. Join me now for my live
Be
session.
like, Miss Cleo, call me now, join me now.
Somebody just joined.
It's 4 people watching, so
Yay, hey. Okay. Yeah, it's been tough. I was like, it started for me yesterday, and I still went through to the gym. And this morning, I woke up sore, and I had a cramp. So I've been trying to manage the pain all day with like staying on top of the medicine that I usually take and drinking my. I drink Yogi Cycle tea, and that helps sometimes.
you know where you can get more of that at?
My friend bought it for me off Amazon, but I think I saw it at Walmart and Food Depot
Okay,
and
cool.
Kroger, so I think it's general. But she probably bought it off Amazon because it's like a bulk. She was able to get a couple boxes of it. It's supposed to be like
Which, for your money, that's probably the best option anyway. Just buying in
mm,
bulk. That way you gotta,
yeah.
it can
So
last a couple of months instead of a couple of weeks or a couple of more months rather than
right.
just 2 or 3.
So all right, I sent the link so a couple more people will see it. I don't know if they're gonna join or not. That's why I try to be on time because I don't want to tell y'all a certain time and then not show up. But I guess I'll start with some stuff that I'm thankful for because I make sure to tell everybody to have their thankful thing ready. So I'm gonna start with my thankful. So one of my thankfuls for the week is that we got our heat repaired, and it went out last Thursday, and I was frustrated because we had literally just had to pay for our home warranty to repair our range, which the range was still working, but it was clicking nonstop, and we had to keep unplugging it every night. So then the heat went out last Thursday, and I was upset because we basically had to service it last year. So I'm like, we just got this fixed a year ago. It can't be going out. But apparently, it was an easier fix this time. It was something simple like a hose. So they were able to fix it on the same day that they came
Yeah.
to assess. So that's my thankful. Des, what's your? I'm scoot in a little so they can see your face.
Well,
It's like cut in half
I
your face. I'm
kind
about
of.
to scoot over
I
this
mean,
way.
no, I kind of have the thing right here, so
Oh, you
it's.
can,
Yeah,
and
that's
I
all
don't
I was
want to move
saying.
my camera because it's like
Nah,
perfect.
don't move it. I just sit back so that way they can see me.
It looks weird. I'll just move it.
Oh, I mean, oh.
That's a little better. Go ahead, Des. What are you thankful for?
I finally have my corporate notebook, and my business is official. As of today, I got this paperwork. It has everything in it that I need for my business to have my basic start. Um, and I am extremely grateful for that because that is something I've been wanting for a very long time. So, extremely grateful for that.
What are you thankful for, Miss Elite?
Thank you, thank you.
And yes, that's homeowner issues for sure. Like, I feel like I should do a whole video about owning a house and how the unexpected will come. But our home warranty has been a safe haven because it's really saved us a lot of money. We broke
Major,
our
major.
garage door. Excuse me. Our garage door had an issue. The heat went out twice since we've had this house, and our stove. So I'm pretty sure all of that would have cost way more than we could afford. So I'm thankful to have home warranty.
Very much so.
And I guess looking back so far, we're in what, the third week of the year. I'm kind
Yeah.
of proud of myself for being consistent with the gym again. It was hard to get excuse me, get back into the groove after the holidays and kind of taking off that time to just kind of do whatever. So being able to get back on track and see myself going and stuff, it made me feel good about myself and about my growth. Um,
Yeah.
and then, oh, I forgot my other grateful thing that happened since the last live session. I don't remember if you were there when I had mentioned this, but I had dropped my camera and I had to pay to get it fixed. And I was told it would be 7 to 10 business days for them to fix my camera. And they actually got it fixed in like 3 days. So I had got it. I paid for the repair fee on Tuesday, and I was able to pick my camera up last Saturday. So that was exciting. And yeah, I mean, that's my appreciation. I can definitely talk about setbacks and challenges again this week because I feel like we were tested over the weekend. We had some good moments, but there were some parts of the moments that were kind of challenging, and it is hard to take my own advice, like um, Josiah, let me see.
No,
I'm not
not you,
calling you. That's
Saya.
why I had the door shut. Hold on. Thankful for my parents. Today I went to a funeral and I reflect that death can come at any time. She was pretty young. Her oldest child is 24. She had 7 kids. Wow. That's tough. I don't even have anything to say other than I agree. Life is short, and you have to give people their flowers while they're here and their appreciation while they're here, and you have to embrace your life while you have it, and while you have the quality of life too. Because a lot of times people don't take care of themselves and they end up getting sick, and then they spend the last few years of their life battling an illness. So, I mean, funerals, they always tend to give me that sense of perspective. Like, you know, I want to be, like my uncle, he passed, I think it was March or April of last year. Or wait, was it March or April? No, it wasn't March or April. It was in the summer because his birthday was in May. And they were talking about basically how he had a faithful life, and everybody had all these good things to say about him and stuff. And it's just like, I hope that when my time comes, I'm able to achieve everything that I envision for myself, so that the people that know me can say those things about me, rather than saying like, oh, she had so much potential, or she was so young and she didn't get to do this and that. Like, funerals, I don't know, they're very reflective. It's good to see the people there, but at the same time it makes you kind of turn the mirror on yourself and think about where you are and where you would be if you were in the situation, or if you lost your life, you know at that person's age, or if you lost your life tomorrow even, especially as a mom. Are you saying your family member or friend, whomever passed, left behind 7 children? Like, that's impactful for sure. Like I've shared before, I lost my mom when I was 16, and that was hard. That was really hard. And dealing with death is hard in general, but it's especially hard when it's your parent. Okay. Yeah. So family friends are just like family. So I understand that. That's hard. So, I mean, all you can do is try to keep the family in positive spirits and be supportive. Um, it's a challenge, I'm sure. Losing your mom is definitely difficult. Losing anyone that you love is difficult, but it's hard to bury your parent. And it's also like I pray this never happens, but they say that losing a parent and losing a child are very hard. So yeah, we could change the subject if you
Yeah,
want to.
I don't. I try not to think about it, but I mean, I guess that's something. I was listening to something one day. Hey, Chris,
Hi, Chris.
and this guy was basically saying that's something that, although we don't like to talk about it, it's kind of conversations that need to be had. Just because when that time comes, you don't want to scramble to try to figure out what that person wanted.
Yeah,
Like you
that's
want to,
true.
it's not something you have to dwell on, but it's something you definitely want to have an idea about how they would like stuff to be done um, during their celebration of life. But, yeah,
My dad. Speaking of life, my dad's birthday is Saturday. He turned 60,
which
and
is good.
I feel really proud of that and thankful for that because you know he's one of my favorite people, and there was a time where he was sick, and it's just good to see him still, you know, alive and cheerful and very optimistic and goofy. So I'm looking forward to spending a little time with him over the weekend, do something with him or for him. He is liking his Bluetooth. My dad, my dad is silly. I had to show him how to work it, but he likes the Bluetooth. I ended up actually so I had two of those. And I remember saying I was giving both of them to my dad. I ended up giving one of them to my sister because my sister drives a lot, and she ended up getting a ticket. She ended up getting a ticket for not being hands free. Here in Georgia, you're not allowed to drive with your phone in your hand. So she was explaining how she got a ticket. So I gave her the one that had the two ears for Christmas, and I got her a little phone mount thingy that you put on your vent so you can mount the phone and Bluetooth while you drive. And she loved it. Like, she was so excited. And then my dad, he was like, "Oh, thanks, yo." Oh, you did? Yeah, Georgia. I mean, I like it here, but I was kind of sad when they made that rule because, it's very strict. And,
Oh yeah, I went to school in
Desmond
Savannah.
went to
That's what's
school in
up.
Savannah. He went to Savannah State.
Chatham County.
But that whole rule, it makes it hard, like for Uber drivers and lifters, shifters, people who do things in their car, and you have to use a GPS constantly. Like, you can get a ticket for touching your phone. So I'm not gonna talk about it because I don't want to jinx myself. But yeah,
I think the only thing about that though, I want to say it was like where you could use it if you're doing GPS, but it was crazy. The only thing about that law that I'm not really a fan of is that I pull up to lights all the time and you see a cop with a phone directly to their ear, or they're like texting with both hands at the light, not paying attention, holding up traffic. So that's the only issue I have with it. But other than that, I'm not completely against it. Only because I know at one point there were a lot of accidents happening because people were on the phone and not paying attention and stuff. So I get it, but I feel like for police officers who are going to be enforcing the law, they should be a part of that standard.
yeah, because the law says they can't that the police are allowed to still touch their phone and look at video cameras and have video cameras. They don't want us to record when we drive, which I don't want to get into completely on here because I try to keep my channel not political at all. But
I agree. I just hope when they're doing it that safety is something that they consider more so than anything, because the reason we have the law in place is so we wouldn't have so many accidents. And the last thing you would want
What
to see is
a cop caused an
being
accident?
cop causing an accident, cop holding up traffic because they're not paying attention because they're on their phone, just different stuff that you do. I
I'm
understand,
gonna say
like,
I've never seen an officer. What am I eating? Oh my bad. Some chocolate. I'm gonna try not to eat no more. I'm sorry. I usually don't do y'all like that. I don't like mukbangs. But I was about to say something I forgot.
holding up
Oh,
traffic, cops.
I've never seen an officer cause an accident or get in an accident, or I almost said an associate, a person, a pedestrian, or a regular person like hit a police officer's car. I had never seen that before.
I've never
I'd be
seen
scared too.
somebody hit a cop's car, but I have seen cops hit other people.
Trying
And
to trying to get somebody else, because I heard
no,
about
just not
that.
paying attention.
Oh, I
Just
don't know.
being negligent at times. Jeez, God. Um, you hear about it, you see it. It's not everyday occurrence, but yeah, it happens from time to time. Go ahead. I mean, hey, only we what did I say?
Oh, they're on block. They're blocked already. They just said they put cheese in the chat. We're not doing that today. No, we're not doing that today. What camera do I use? I have a Nikon L330 Coolpix. It's an older model. I can go and get it if you like, but I've had the camera for over 6 years, and I am not quite ready to upgrade and get a DSLR camera. So I decided to pay to get it fixed when it fell down because it was going to be cheaper than buying a used replacement on Amazon or eBay. And it was like, I would say 4 times less than buying the camera that I actually want to invest in. And then for my cell phone, I have an LG K30. So whatever, I mean, it's overdue for upgrade, but I'm still trying to decide if I want to go and get a Galaxy, because some of my friends, they film their videos from their Galaxy phones, like the S9 or S10, and their quality is really good. It's on par with an Apple product, and I'm already familiar with the Android products. Or if I want to get an iPhone for filming, like an iPhone XR, because I use an iPhone 7 for work, and I'm kind of familiar with the iPhone capabilities, but I like the technology behind the camera of iPhone cameras, like iPhone 7, 8, 9. It really don't matter what model. It seems like the cameras are consistently good on them. Team
Yeah,
iPhone.
I'm team iPhone, but I
I'm
feel
gonna
like
show you a
she
picture of
would
my camera.
be.
I feel like I'd be more savvy
I
with the
feel like
Samsung.
she.
I know I would get it really quick and be able to do what I need to do with it.
I feel like she'd be happier with it too, just because she a lot of the stuff she likes to do with Android, she wouldn't lose the capability to do those things as far as like music and certain stuff she can go view online. I feel like she would enjoy that as an Android perk rather than switching over to iPhone and kind of being upset and going through the
A Google Pixel is
or yeah,
amazing. I thought
she
about
would.
that
I feel
too.
like she would like Google Pixel too.
That's my camera right there. It's not an affiliate link. I'm just trying to show you because I almost ordered it from somebody on Amazon because I didn't. I before I did some research to try to find a repair place. I went to this place called Camera Service Company in Smyrna, and they did a really good job. We live in the Atlanta area, so Metro Atlanta area, I would say, not like downtown Atlanta, but like Six Flags, not necessarily near Six Flags, like,
We within
but like 15
15
minutes
minutes of
away.
Six Flags. Yeah, that's not bad.
But you gotta specify, cause Six Flags is near the hood. They don't tell you that when you come to visit Georgia. They just tell you to go to Six Flags.
Well, if you want to feel better, we're close to the World Changes Church. So
We are.
we're close to World Changes Church. That's
Where
right.
is that at?
That's right near Six Flags. That's what you call them?
World of Faith.
Word of Faith. Sorry, World Changes in Old National. My bad.
That was like
We're near Word of Faith.
She knows where it is. That's why she's
Yeah.
laughing. Six Flags is in the hood. Okay. I
I
don't care what
wouldn't
nobody
even.
says.
The sad
When
part
I was,
is, I
I'm
don't
sorry.
even think Six Flags.
It's hood. Okay, I like that angle better. I felt like it was just all neck at first. Okay. Anyway, it's not the hood like the West End type hood or Decatur type hood. I just mean that it's like you could easily get robbed if you're
Oh
not
yeah.
careful.
I
And
would
there's probably
definitely.
prostitution in the hotel nearby. Maybe.
Oh yeah, I've never even paid attention to.
I don't know for sure, but I'm just saying it's kind of, you just have to be careful over there. That's all, you know. I only know this because when we were looking for homes, I looked in that area, and people were saying that that's not a good area to live in. Like, you look at reviews of the neighborhoods in the area, and I was like, oh, Six Flags Drive, you don't want to be over there. Okay. So, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I feel like I messed up my flow by being late, y'all. Hold on. Your device will start to update outside of active hours. Okay, as long as active hours is not right now, because I'm using it. I'm active right now. Okay. What type of camera do you use? Do you use your phone to film? And what kind of iPhone do you have? Let's see. Oh, that's the phone I was just saying. That you have the iPhone 10. So yeah, I'm gonna. I'm going to consider something. I'm trying to get my ducks in a row financially. It might just have to be tax time. I don't know.
I feel like if
But
you gonna
I
get
say
the
the same
10,
thing every year.
I feel like you're gonna get the 10. You might as well just either get the 11 or just wait for the 12.
Oh, because they
They're
put a
gonna
new
yeah,
phone
they're
out
gonna
every
change
year.
it very yeah. It's about time for it to change again. So you might as well just wait just a little bit and get your full money's worth rather than doing this and then you see, oh, well, they came out with new cameras again, or this one has more cameras or whatever. Just kind of hold out and see.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm looking at tax time and I'm like, that's probably a better time to do it. I have some other stuff on my bucket list, travel being one of them. I'll keep this raggedy phone and use my ring lights. Because that's the other thing I was going to say. I feel like you can really use any phone that you want. It's just a matter of having good light when you're filming. And if you can invest and get you some ring lights, some soft boxes or something like that, when you're trying to film, you can, babe, you're not going to be able to keep typing. You're shaking the camera.
Sorry.
um, you know, you're not gonna really see a bad like thing. I feel like my lighting has improved the quality of my videos look by having my ring lights asphyxiated because I've been using the same camera for 6 years. It's just like, so it depends. Like when I have good lighting, the videos look good, but when the lighting is just kind of like this, it's not good at all, then it makes my video look dark and whatever. Then there was a period of time where I was filming on this phone or another LG brand because I've had the LG Stylo 1, 2, and then this one. So this is the third LG phone that I've had. And I filmed videos on it. And I used my ring light with it. And the ones where I used the ring light looked a little better than the ones where I didn't. So I just think that lighting is really important. And if you do invest in a ring light, I would recommend one of the either the Pixel, that's the one that I use, or the newer. I had the newer ring light for I'm 6 years. I think I've had it for 6 years, and I still use it. And I saw some other YouTubers reviewing newer ring lights. I didn't mean to say newer, but the recent models where they have like the little the detachable light. Like you know how that one you can take it off and I can do red, I can do blue.
Oh, I was gonna say
the newer brand ring lights have those little detachable things where you could possibly change the colors. Because one of my YouTube people that I like to watch, her name is Leah Lanier on here. She just reviewed it actually on her channel. I guess her brother got it for her for Christmas, and she reviewed it, and it's a newer, but it's not the exact same model that I have because it's a newer one. And she had put like the orange filter on it, and it looked really pretty and soft, like for like an evening type talk or whatever. So, yeah. Yes, I have two ring lights. I have one over here and I have one over there. And before, when I used to make my videos for Real Talk without the ring light, I felt like it looked kind of dark in here. I would actually, I think I was always using at least one.
Yeah, we were always using
So
one
the only
straight,
difference is I have it really high up when I film my regular video, and I'm on my cell phone right now. When I film my regular videos, I use my Nikon, and I think I do the same setup, but I changed it because I have glasses and I can't see without my glasses and I don't wear contacts. So I used to put my ring light right in front of like me, but I would always have those little circles in front of my glasses. So I had to do it in a way that brightens this area without causing glare on my glasses. I know I'm explaining a lot, but yeah, I just want to give you that insight. You don't wear glasses in your videos though, so you'll be fine. Yes, I cannot see without my glasses. I cannot drive without my glasses. What is that called? Class C?
I'm not sure. I'm class C.
Oh, I'm
And
class D. I'm class
like
whatever the one is that you'll get locked up if they see you driving without the
I
glasses on.
can
That's
drive
me.
without my glasses, but like this morning I drove without my glasses running behind side to make sure he could get to school, and I could feel the difference in my eyes. Like
I can't see.
I can definitely
Like if I
feel
take
it.
the glasses off, I can't even see my. I'm just kidding. I can see my blurry. I'm blurry
Yeah,
shot.
like I can realize the difference between
Blurry.
blurry and not blurry, but I can see decently, but it's not well. I can't see
Yeah.
well without my glasses, and it's actually time for me to upgrade my glasses soon. So
My dad was saying that too. I was thinking about taking him to go get some glasses. He said he lost his glasses. I said, you was driving without your glasses?
I hope you weren't driving at night without his glasses.
Not at night, in the daytime. I was like, you don't need to drive at all. He can't see. He said he can't see very well at night.
Well,
So like that's how it made me
well,
realize my dad is getting older because my dad could see. He had better vision than me.
well, yeah. As you get older, that's definitely gonna happen. That's definitely gonna happen when your vision will start to decline. Because my dad is like
Dang, I'm
that.
gonna be blind by the time I'm older because I can't see already and I'm young.
Well, I mean, I think it depends on how much Your dad also plays video games a lot, and sometimes that light is not.
The best.
Well, no, the light is not good because a lot of like bright computer lights and bright gaming lights and stuff.
Oh Lord, and I work on
TV,
computer. That my eyes be hurting. I work at the computer all day.
But it's a setting because Danny used to do it. It's a setting on your computer where you can kind of make the light not as harsh. Because he did it for his eyes, so because he was starting to have eye issues and headaches, and he changed the setting on his computer where it wouldn't be so bad.
Hey cousin, thanks for coming by.
So it's a way you can do it. You should probably just ask somebody who works with computers there.
Cousin, what's one thing that you're thankful for that happened since last Wednesday? That's the question of the month, I guess. Maybe I gotta come up with a question every month. This month is about appreciation. Next month is gonna be something about love. Love related. I have 8 people watching. Say hey, y'all.
What's up, y'all?
And make sure y'all like this video. You not late, girl. She thought she was late, so she wasn't gonna have to tell me what she was thankful for. Anybody that introduced themselves gotta tell me what they're thankful for.
At least one thing.
At least one thing. You want me to go first? Okay, I'm gonna tell you what mine was, and then Desmond will tell you what his was, and that'll give you some time to think. And then don't disappear without telling us, okay? Okay. So for me, I was thankful that we was able. I have two actually. So I was thankful that I was able to get my camera fixed because I dropped it and the lens got jammed and it was stuck, so the camera would have been no good. And then the second thing I was thankful for is on Tuesday, the repairman came and fixed our heat because it went out last Thursday. So those were the two things that I was thankful for this week since last Wednesday. Desmond?
I am grateful that my business has actually been, I don't know if that's clear to see, but my business has actually been approved and completely filed. So I'm grateful that my business is actually up and official, and I can start my operations or continue my operations just with official status.
He got his package in the mail with all his business stuff on it. So he has it. He filed for his LLC at the end of last year, and he got all his paperwork in today.
Yeah, y'all the first ones to know. I haven't even put it on my
social
media yet. I changed my name on there on Instagram, but I didn't. I didn't actually put up the paperwork or the binder or anything like that just yet. So
it's exciting.
Very
it don't have to be nothing big though. Okay, I'm thankful for my fiance. He's finally started school for a CDL and he has like 5 lineups, not contracted. Oh, congratulations to him and to you. Girl, I have a good video that you need to watch.
Thank you.
I was going to say, fiance. It's a video that I watched by this channel called Wife Life, and it was about submission to your husband. That would be a good topic, but I just want to say I recommend watching the video. Because I had trouble with that with submission to my husband.
I feel like
she really, really like opened my eyes to where I was going wrong in my thoughts.
The good.
I love her too. Let me find a video because I shared it on my Facebook, so it'll be easy. I shared it yesterday.
The good thing about that is that she explained the scripture, so it didn't just seem like it was one-sided. She explained like the husband portion of it and the wife portion. She just didn't go into detail on the husband portion. I felt like that was helpful because you can have two people sit down and not you can have two people sit down and watch it, and nobody has to necessarily feel attacked by watching it.
Yeah, and plus, I feel like a lot of folks always talk about our perspective. Honestly, so it's good. I feel like her video. Here you go, girl. And you should subscribe to her channel because it's really good. And she don't even know I'm here saying this. I'm just saying it because I like her channel. I think that in February I'm gonna be doing channel shout outs because I watch a lot of creators and I feel like I want to give back because I'm trying to talk about like love and appreciation, but like love and appreciation and doing it in the daily. Like people that inspire me, I want to share with others, and just because. But anyway. I watched this video and I promise I wish I would have seen it sooner, but maybe my spirit needed to be humble when I watched it so that I would listen. Because it wasn't mean or anything. It wasn't like mean. She's so her spirit is so inviting and you want to listen to her. But it's just that like I was having trouble with submitting and she talked about like why sometimes we don't want to do things and stuff like that. Women's support of YouTube. I don't think I'm in that one. I'm in a lot of groups. I'm in the Real Women of YouTube. I'm in Black Girls Who Blog Plus YouTube. I'm an admin in a group that I created. I didn't create the group. I just lied, y'all. I didn't create a group. one of my friends from college created a group, and it's called Female YouTubers Connect. But I'm an admin, and I'm the most active in that one. Like, she went out the country, and I was adminning by myself. I'm a moderator in Melanin Moms and Wives of YouTube. I'm an admin in Black Female YouTubers. Um, and I think I'm a moderator in one more group. Yeah, because a couple people asked me, and I'm like, I can't admin 7 groups, y'all. I'll moderate, I'll do a little something, but it's hard to be in all them groups and manage them. And like, I really started taking it seriously when my friend went out the country, because I'm like, look, we gonna learn how to support today, okay? We gonna support. We not finna do this sub for sub crap. We not finna be in here dropping links and not supporting each other. Let's engage, okay? Let's do this correctly. So anyway, um, I'm in the Black female YouTubers. I'm in, I think her name is Nancy's YouTube support. I'm in like 10 or 11 YouTube related groups. Black entrepreneurs, Black YouTube family. I don't think I'm in the one that you mentioned. So if you invite me to join, I'll join. Okay, let me see. Women supporting YouTube. I'm gonna look for it. I saw some recommendations too, because I'm pretty active in all the groups that I'm in. I try to pick, some time. I try to allocate hours to network every week. And I try to like spend some hours supporting people in a group each week, whether it's with a WLC thread or if I just randomly go. Like when I initially joined Black YouTube Family, I used to go in there and randomly watch content. And then I would just tell them, you'll find my comment and this is my channel name. But I feel like with those engagement groups, like when I made that video about that, like I had never made a video so long before, because I used to try to be like, well, people don't want to watch no long video. But I left it long and only edited out a little bit of what I said, because I felt like, I wanted the people who are in those groups to listen and hear everything I had to say, because I'm a YouTuber that YouTubes, and I recently started the engagement group. So March will be a year of me using those. And I feel like a lot of people, and I might do a part 2, but the part 2 would be a lot of people spend their time in those groups trying to get other YouTubers to subscribe to them. And my thing is, that's really not what you should be focusing on as a creator. As a creator, your audience is not the people inside of the YouTube groups. Now, your YouTube groups, I feel like you can focus on building a bond with some other women or creators that are in your niche that will support you, but y'all can collaborate together. Y'all can bounce ideas off of each other. Y'all can really form a force that's strong of real supporters. But at the same time, you want to also build connections with people out of those groups, because those are the people that will help you grow, because they are here for you. Just like they'd be there for any other YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? They're not looking for a subscriber in exchange for you to subscribe. They're not looking for you to watch their video in exchange for them watching your video. They just want to watch your video because they like you. So I think a lot of times people lose sight of that when they start getting in those groups. They're just like, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. And you're not realizing you got all these random people subscribing to you that will never, ever, ever look at your content. If I subscribe to your channel, I'm going to look at your content. And not just inside of a thread when it's required. Like in my downtime, I look in my subscription feed and watch our videos on the days when I'm not playing. I love April Newly Me. She's so supportive. I feel like I have a big sister. I feel like I found some big sisters in that group. And April, I'm a moderator in April and Rihanna's group. And I feel like that group is really good. And I really like the size of the group, because I feel like we have like a little sisterhood of moms and wives. Like, I like it personally. I'm in bigger groups, like Black Girls Who Blog plus YouTube is probably one of my favorite groups. But I do like the close-knit feeling in our group, because it feels like we really support each other. And that's what I like. When people talk about genuine support, that's a good example of genuine support. I love it. Like, I love stuff like that. It's very, very like family. It feels like family. So That's the good part about the engagement groups. The bad part is all the other stuff. People being messy and, you know. Hold on just a second.
I was gonna ask a question about football, but I was like, you know what? This might
You
not
can
be
ask
good.
us, see if they go, if they know.
I was just gonna ask, is anybody watching the championship games this weekend? Hey, um,
Hey, Alicia.
I was hoping the Seahawks made the
Let's
championship
see.
game, but
I will see. Yes, I know
they
what
were
it is.
5 points short, so we don't get to see Beast Mode in the champion in the NFC Championship this year. I was really hoping for it, but I mean, he gave a good speech, um, a good interview after the. Oh wow, never mind. There's no reason for me to go into the speech.
Not
She's
a
not a football
football
fan.
fan.
This Sunday
Who's
is
playing?
Chiefs and Titans, and the NFC Championship is Packers and. Give me just a second.
At
Packers and
least
somebody.
one person. I don't
Packers
watch
and
football either. I like to go to the Super Bowl parties to eat and see people.
this year's Super Bowl is gonna be interesting, depending on
I say
who,
yes on the
depending
WSC
on what happens
grads.
this weekend. It's gonna be interesting. But I'm trying to see who the other NFC team is, which is sad because I should remember, but I don't. Um, it's the 49ers and the Packers, which should be a really good game because that game was good earlier this season. Um, and 49ers are playing at home. The Chiefs, who are a great team, and the Titans, who are um, a surprise because they beat two of the best teams in the league 2 weeks in a row.
Hold
Oh
on,
yeah,
y'all. I'm
LSU
trying to
played in
answer
the
this thing.
championship Monday against Clemson, and they won
Please.
42-24. So
Exactly. I like
it
to eat my
was
food, and that's about
the
it. Cause I don't know what's going on. Des and his family are really sports people, and they be like talking at the TV and screaming at the TV. And hey, it's okay to be late. You're here. Hi, D. Um. Oh, you have to tell us, Alicia, if you're still here, and D, y'all have to tell us one thing that you're thankful for. Don't let the football talk run you away.
oh no, it's I mean I watch more so during the playoffs. I'm a UGA fan, but I am not a Falcons fan, so I don't really watch the Falcons. I ain't been a Falcons fan since they got rid of it. But I mean, the only thing I was gonna say about that is that Marshawn Lynch gave a interview after the game, and he was basically telling the players to make sure that they take care of themselves while they're playing, and make sure they take care of their minds and their money. And I feel like that was kind of interesting because that's kind of what we were talking about last week, in a way, was just taking care of your mental states, making sure you feel well, and if you don't, you speak up about it. Just different stuff like that. So it's good to see that other folks from our community are mentioning different stuff like that. It's necessary. And for him, for somebody who walked away on his own terms, hadn't spent any of his contract money, and he made really good money, went out and had a TV show. I think he opened a restaurant, and then came back at the end of the season like, oh, y'all need somebody cool, y'all can come pay me. So I felt like it was good advice from somebody who looks like us to give players not um, after they've kind of fallen on hard times and then picked the pieces back up, but him being somebody who didn't really lose any of the pieces, just decided, hey, while we here, let me give y'all this advice. And it was dope. I feel like if you get a chance to look at it, you should definitely go look at it. Outside of him just talking to football players, I feel like it's good advice for anybody to listen to, not
That's
just football
true.
players, because a lot of times we work 9 to 5 and stuff, and we think, oh, well, they giving me this 401k, until you realize, oh, it's only 30% of what you make, and if you ain't making but $50,000 a year, 30% of $50,000, it's not a lot of money to live off of during retirement.
Thanks, Des.
I'm just giving an example, but it's not like we don't like this lady I used to work with at one of my better jobs. She was basically saying how she had been there for 20 years and she was in her 40s and she was looking to retire, but she was like, it's just not gonna be enough money. And she was making good money, but she was just like, oh well, by the time we get to the point of retirement, this is what I'm gonna be making month to month. And it's like, wow, you doing all this work and you feel like you contribute a lot of stuff to your 401k. Nah, it wasn't shots fired. It really wasn't. It was just like you realize that you work and you do a lot of work for these folks, and you look at your 401k or your retirement plan, and then you realize once you get to your retirement, if you're blessed enough to live that long, you don't really have anything else. Like everybody talks about retirement and being able to travel and go this and do this and that other with your grandkids, but it seems like more people that are retiring now don't really have a lot to retire with.
Yeah.
And my dad, who this year will be 63, God willing, decided I can retire this year, but I'm gonna go work 2 more years because I want to get all of my retirement. Right. It's like I want to get all of my retirement and I want to get all of my benefits to
What do
walk
you
away
want to
with.
do instead? Because I'm starting to feel like I want to have a way of working for myself as well. Like I want to work for someone because I want to, not because I
I
have
have
to.
to.
That's
Yeah.
where I'm at. Baby, you're cut off.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing. She was saying she does nails.
I didn't know you could do nails. What? That's what's up.
But yeah, I mean,
Y'all are so talented.
you start to realize that oh, that's dope. She said she has an LLC too.
I did not know that. You
that's
hella
the
secretive Aquarius woman.
that's the best way to be though with certain things. But
JoJo is very intelligent.
it's good. But I feel
That's that
like
Aquarius. Some Aquarius is a duck off and go and achieve in life, and you'll just find out about it
the dopest thing to do.
later.
Um, I mean, I feel like with that, it's working for somebody is it's not a bad thing, but you always want to make sure you just have ducks in a row. Otherwise, should that thing get cut short, not kind of left out high and dry. And even if you stay there for a long time, you just want to make sure that when you leave, you're not just kind of scrapping and scrounging for your next dollar or trying to figure out who else job you gonna go work. Because I mean, I know this lady who was working at. She works at Michael's down the street, and she worked for the CDC, and she has a wonderful retirement. Her husband was military, and she decided to go work at Michael's because she was bored and she wanted to have something to do. But she was just saying, she was like, I don't do it because I have to. I do it because I like to. She was like, it's just something that keeps me busy, and it kind of keeps me living and walking around and moving, rather than just sitting in my house and eating and blowing through money, traveling and all that stuff. It gives me something to do during the day. And I feel like that's good for everybody to do because we don't have to wait till 65 to think we can retire.
Exactly.
Retiring at 65 and
Yeah, update me, Mahogany.
um lit.
We gonna have to. If you are you still in the state before I even say what I was gonna say? Are you still in the state? Cause you be going back and forth between states sometimes.
That's dope too. I want a house in another state to be able to travel to.
I think she's saying I'm lucky.
Yeah, that's basically what she was trying to say.
Aww. Thank you. She gave you a compliment, Des.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate
His
that.
head big and stuff, but he
No, it
alright.
ain't.
He
Oh my
alright.
God. I can't get a compliment
He
without
alright.
there being an issue. Jesus. Um, but
I
nah,
just play
I mean, I
it.
feel like I feel like that was just a good thing to update because we don't, sometimes the generation that came before us has their mindset and we have a different one and there becomes this clash. But um, other than that, I think I want to rewatch that last video that Yoshi was talking about as far as like the submitting one.
Baby, you did watch part of
I
it
didn't.
with
I
me.
watched part of it, but I kind of want to listen to more of it because I didn't really like. I was listening, but I didn't catch the full video. So
You
it's
just
some
want to
stuff.
watch because it's talking about being submissive.
No, I want to talk because she actually talked about the husband part of it too. So that's a
I
part I
don't
can
know.
learn from.
Okay, we can listen to it again. I feel like sometimes when I watch certain things with you, you don't. Yeah, it does. It does. But I want y'all to know, like, we didn't always see eye to eye on everything. Like, I just got to the point. I just got to the point where I've become more accepting of this whole thing because it wasn't familiar to me. But I guess things that have happened to me it made me realize, like, I was sitting on my gifts, trying to be traditional. So it's like I still want to be traditional, but like I said, I want to be traditional because I want to, not because I have to. I don't want to live paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah,
I
and
want that to be like, you know, funneling my bills, and then I have all this other stuff coming from different directions.
like
And, you know,
I know somebody was saying you want to get to the point where your job money is like your savings and your like your 9 to 5 job
like
is your
I'm
savings
keeping it so I can have life insurance
and health
and
insurance.
health
Well, see,
insurance if I want, you know.
and even with that, I'm like the guy I was telling you about who helped me establish a business. He was telling me, "Oh well, yeah, it's a
Let's
way
see.
through your business. You can file for insurance for you and your family for a certain amount of money, and it can cover health, dental, and eye. And you can set it up to where if you want to go to holistic doctors instead of traditional doctors, you can do that. So you're working with the best products, stuff that's actually good for your body. You don't have to worry about being on a bunch of medications. It's more so based in what food you eat and what berries you have and certain natural stuff. So that's definitely something I want to look more into as well. Is having insurance through my business because the worst thing you can go through is to have insurance through a job and then something happen with you and that job and now you don't have insurance because you, despite what we like to think, sometimes we really do need insurance. Just because you don't get sick, don't mean you can't get sick. But that was my little soapbox. Luckily, this week we have been. Yeah, I didn't. I was not realizing that. Like, I didn't realize you can have your insurance and then use it as a tax write-off. So that's definitely something I'm looking forward to in the next couple of weeks. Is trying to figure out how to establish that and have good insurance versus just having something at your job give you because they got to cover you, but they don't want to spend a whole bunch of money.
Man. Speaking of that what you just said, it really made me feel. It made me feel bad. Like we had to go to the emergency room over the weekend because Josiah had hit his head, and we thought that maybe he was having like head injury symptoms, but it turned out that it was just a coincidence, and he had a mild case of the flu. And I say mild because the symptoms only lasted for 24 hours, and you know there's different strains. It wasn't the type of flu that knocks you out and you can't go to school and all that because it happened over the weekend. So I went to the emergency room and I thought that it was only going to cost $100. It ended up actually costing $300 with the insurance. And that was the setback that I was not planning for. You know, my HOA fee cost the same amount. I had planned for that. Um, I had other expenses that were coming that I planned for, and I did my cash envelopes. I just knew that I was going to have everything lined up. So when I found that I was gonna have to pay $300 out of pocket, even though I'm supposed to have this grand insurance. I was pissed because I was like, "That's a lot of money for unexpected." You know what I'm saying? Hold on just a second, y'all. Wow. This is that stuff I be talking about. Okay. Hold on, y'all. He's feeling much better. In fact, by the next day, he was playing and everything like normal, but they said he tested positive for the flu. And then I felt like he was, hold on just a second. Okay, I had to report that user because they were being inappropriate, and I hope they don't come back from 18 other pages because I don't have the energy for it today. But he's feeling better, D. Thank you for asking. He was playing and back to normal by the next afternoon. They said he tested positive for the flu, but it was not like a flu that would wipe him out. Like the temperature and all the symptoms were gone. Um, and he was able to go to school this week. And then when we got back to school, they had an exposed list, and I guess we didn't see it before, but they hadn't posted it before Friday. So apparently, his school had exposures to the flu and a virus, which was probably why he had it. But he happened to bump his head on my husband's car door, and we thought that he was acting funny because he hit his head. But they were like, no, we don't see any signs of concussion or anything like that. He didn't suffer memory loss. He didn't pass out.
Really?
It's the flu.
That's the name you put on your Instagram? Just,
they got blocked. They were being nasty.
I'm clearly look at the name. I
look at the picture.
I didn't look at the picture, and I don't want to.
Sorry.
I didn't even open my page right now is like minimized, so I have enough to see the screen and the comments. I can't see individual pictures right now, and I have no desire to with that that YouTube username because I can only guess it would be something inappropriate.
I can't even remove it all the way, like, off. I'm sorry, y'all. Type some more comments so we don't have to look at it, guys. Ladies. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Sai is fine, y'all. But that was the setback that I experienced over the weekend. So, doing this whole appreciation challenge thing made me feel like, better because I was angry on Saturday. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, $300. What I need this insurance for? I was mad. Oh, y'all can't see it. Okay, good. Why come you can still see it? Maybe because you're a moderator.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you're special.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's what happens when you're special.
It's dope. It's alright.
You reached 527 subs. Congratulations. Good. Alicia, remember she was saying she was close to 500 last week?
Yeah, last week.
She reached 500 like the next day.
You hit 500 and crossed it. That's good.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. We're glad he's feeling better too. He is literally back to his absolute normal self.
He was, I'm telling y'all, we spent that whole 4 hours there, and on Sunday he was back to normal. Sunday
morning around like noon, he was getting back to himself.
Oh wait, Miss Elite can still see it. You're not special, babe. Maybe Mahogany is special. No, we were not. We were not at Wellstar. No. We were at Emory because we were at Emory Midtown, which was a grown people hospital, which I think is why there was so much confusion. And I did not know that I could have brought him to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, which is where we normally bring him. But I went from basically when I got promoted. Peach Care for Kids felt like Peach Care for Kids is kind of like a sister insurance of Medicaid. It's for people who make more money than the people that are on Medicaid. So when I got promoted a year ago, I never told them that I got promoted, and I knew they were going to kick me off, so I just waited and then until it was time to re-enroll, and I just didn't worry about it, and then they ended up letting me know I didn't make it because they ended up they ended up telling me that I had to get off because they found that I had other insurance. So I had put my own insurance for him in place because I knew they were going to kick me off in the summer of last year. And then they kicked me off like I knew. So I had to use the insurance, which is like Kaiser Aetna, for the first time. I love Peach Care for Kids. It broke my heart. You don't have to pay for nothing, okay? I'm like, I wish we both could have it, okay? Kaiser Permanente, I wanted to have Blue Cross Blue Shield. I think that the state of Georgia has something going on
Yeah.
where you cannot
Get Blue Cross. Blue Cross left.
Look at her. She said, "Let them tell you exactly. Don't tell them nothing. Do your research, right? As far as you know, I make the same amount I made when I had the baby. Okay, when I had Saya, I was on Medicaid, pregnancy Medicaid, because I was in school and I didn't have a full-time job. I was a student, and I was lucky and I was able to get on pregnancy Medicaid. So I had insurance and he had insurance, and then after he was born, he was still on it for a full year, and I ended up starting a job where I work now, but I was in a call center for the company. And then I worked in that department for 3 years. I got promoted, but it was not using my degree. Long story short, I ended up doing some networking, and I think everything just aligned, and by the grace of God, I was able to move over to corporate, doing something in communications and social media. So now, they think I make too much. I don't feel like I make too much. I still live paycheck to paycheck, but that's also because I have a house and more expenses now.
I feel like healthcare though is something, especially for
And our
kids.
healthcare be going up every year. Like every year, that healthcare goes up, and it's expensive. And for it to be so expensive, like it doesn't cover enough
than what you get.
Like it doesn't cover enough. Like in my opinion, like I like Kaiser, but I don't love Kaiser. Thank you very much. Thank you. I've been in this role for a little bit over a year, and I like it. And it's allowed me the flexibility to really hone in on this, because I feel like I'm finally stable enough now. Now I'm just grinding, whatever God says is for me. He is great, and I just feel like he has a way of aligning things. It don't make sense sometimes when you're going through it, but I feel like every job I had prepared me for the next one. Every season prepared me for the next one. Even the season last year with Des, because we had some rough times. I know it's just been like 15 days into the new year, but we've been getting along better since like end of December. We have not argued really. I'm telling you, I changed my perspective, y'all. Like I had to get me together, because the situations that were causing the argument, so I thought, haven't changed. It was really just my perspective, and that's what I'm telling y'all. Like this whole appreciation thing, you can find something to be glad about. You watched the video. Watch it again. You didn't listen.
That's
watch the video again.
That's one of those videos where you kind of gotta watch slowly and take notes.
You gotta wait. First of all, wait. Wait. You can't watch if you already mad at your fiance.
Yeah,
don't watch it mad. That's what I said. That's what I meant when I said when we was arguing and I was mad. I wouldn't have been watching the video at that time. I'd be like, nah, he don't deserve it. Bye, I'm clicking off. Like,
Yeah, and I would watch a lot of those videos anyway, because I felt like
I like, if I could give somebody some advice before they got married, I read The Secret Love Languages book. I don't know if you've read that one yet, Mahogany, but that's a good one that you should read. Desmond thought it was okay. I really liked the book. It helped me understand how to love my husband better. Even though Desmond might have not agreed all the way, I felt like I've been applying some of the stuff I read in the book, and we've been getting along better. That's all I'm gonna say.
I agree with points of it. I can't say I agree with everything, but I agree with points, and it can be helpful. So I agree.
Listen to your girl, okay? Get the book, because the thing is, if you like to be loved one way, you like to be loved a certain. What the hell? Saya scared the shit out of me with the door. Sorry. He probably think we too loud and shut the door.
Oh no, he got up to go pee.
Oh, that baby scared me. Okay, I'm fine. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell.
He went up to go use the bathroom.
I didn't mean to yell. I'm sorry, y'all. But if you like to be loved a certain way, and your partner likes to be loved another way, and y'all are trying to love each other the opposite way, it could cause a disconnect. Also, the book the book really talks about like how when you first date somebody, maybe that first 2 years, you're in a stage of like euphoria and happiness because you're in a new relationship. You like the relationship. You like him. Y'all are having sex all the time. It's new. It's exciting. Y'all haven't really argued. Y'all haven't really been through nothing for real, for real. And if you had, it's really not nothing, excuse me, that broke y'all apart. Then once you get engaged, you're in the excitement of planning a wedding and you're excited about that and you're distracted, okay? And even though you might have seen signs of your partner's flaws and vice versa, you're not paying attention because you're excited because you're getting married. Once you end up getting married, then reality sets in. You got the ring on your finger, you got the paperwork, you got this man's last name, whether you went over and changed your social security or not, and it's more permanent. And so it's like the individual that you were before you got married begins to come back out because the fog clears and you just living your life, you know what I'm saying? And your individual needs start to matter again. You start to be like, well, I don't want to just be a wife and a mom. I want to do the things that I want to do. Your husband's like, I don't want to just be a husband and that's it. And the reality sets in. So then you have to speak. I'm going to do a video about it very soon. And I think I'm going to schedule it for February because I have a whole theme for the month. February is going to be so awesome, y'all. I'm so excited. Anyway, but I'll talk about it now because it's on live. I feel like people not going to watch the whole live. So if I say part of this again, that'd be all right. Okay. So the reality sets in and it's like you start to bump heads. You start, oh, I have a video about marriage. You're right, I do. I have 2 videos about marriage. So I might have said some of this before. But the whole point, and the funny thing is, when I was saying this, it was not because I read the book. It was because I went through this last year, our first year of marriage. That's where that content came from. I read this book, was it December? Mm-hmm. I read the Love Languages book in December. It was December. I didn't read the book before I filmed that and scheduled that on my channel. That was just me speaking from experience of my first year being married. And the book just affirmed what I went through. So my whole point of bringing all that up is that you start to fight for your individualism and what you want. And then, he's had time to make you mad. You've had time to make him mad. You start to kind of want to be selfish and do things that you want to do, and y'all might lose touch of the love that y'all had because you're trying to remember how it used to be when y'all first were dating, and that doesn't exist anymore, and that's not the reality anymore, and that's not who y'all are anymore. So I say that to say you have to learn how to accept your partner for where he is in that current moment and grow together again and actually learn him again and be his friend again and forgive him for things that he may have done. And he needs to forgive you for things that you may have done. And then, it is going to be difficult. It will be difficult. It's going to take a lot of forgiveness, compromise, understanding. It's a lot, but I recommend the book nonetheless because it really helped me see. And then the whole love languages thing, I have talked about this before, even on live, because I remember being excited after I read that book. There's acts of appreciation, gifts, which Mahogany, you seem like the gifts type. You like to receive gifts because you got excited when you said he was going to be making money, but I could be wrong. It's acts of appreciation, gifts, yes, over 15 years. Okay, wait, you're making me mess up. It's it's not even acts of appreciation. I need to read it. It's words of affirmation, gifts, physical touch, quality time, acts of service, which is mine, and quality time. Okay. So my 2 are acts of service and quality time. Desmond's is affirmations. So imagine that Desmond likes affirmations, and Desmond is like, Yosha, you're beautiful. You can do it. I believe in you. And I don't need to hear that from him. I want him to do things with his actions, or I want him to spend time with me, but he's not. Let's just say that that was what was happening. And then me, I'm trying to spend all my time with him, and I'm trying to, do nice things for him, but I'm not encouraging my husband or uplifting him, especially during this time where he's transitioning from something that he didn't have. We are not on the same page. So it's like I feel like I'm showing him everything that I can, and he feels like I'm showing him everything. I'm showing her everything that she can, but we're not getting it. So that's why I say it's good to read the book, because you might read it and some of the examples may make you realize, like, oh, that's why we're not getting each other. Now, if you're different, which Desmond is different. When Des was reading the book, he was like, "Yeah, but I don't know that, but this don't really fit me." Like, well, I mean, this one kind of makes sense. Like, I can see you and Des are kind of similar in that y'all are kind of outside of the box type thinkers. So yes, that's what the love language book does that too. There's questions, there's activities y'all can do together. We didn't even do none of that stuff. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna reread it again and try some of those activities. But the point is, get you some relationship books. If you're gonna be married, you gotta work towards it, okay? And she crazy, y'all. That's why she's one of my favorite cousins. I thought you said you like money. I thought you did like money. You wrote, I don't like money or anybody touching me. I think you meant to say you like, oh, you don't want his money, you want your own money.
Exactly.
That's a responsible. Exactly. I guess y'all are the same.
Not. Oh,
okay, cool. Welcome
okay.
back.
It's
The people that's in the chat, did y'all like the video? Chris, what are you thankful for? You didn't answer what you were thankful for. And Dee, what are you thankful for? I'm independent too, but I ain't gonna lie. I would love for Des to give me a gift or do something like out the ordinary, even though I'm independent. So you can be independent and still accept gifts from people. And gifts is not my thing.
I didn't say anything about it.
No, I'm saying it to y'all because y'all might not know me as well and think that gifts is my thing. It's not. Gifts is not my thing. She also don't listen to me. Gifts is definitely not my thing. I get happy when people buy me something because it means they thought of me. But it's not my thing. Yes, rest is so important. I need to catch up on some Z's when we finish this live, y'all. This weekend, I'm going to try. I know I plan on doing some bulk filming for my channel, but I'm going to try to get some rest because I don't feel like I got enough last weekend, and it kind of trickled into this week, and I've been having to get up for work every day. So tomorrow is my last working in the office day of the week, so I'm so excited because I get to work from home Friday. So thankful. And Monday, so it's gonna be a nice long weekend. I'm just so grateful.
Okay, that's good. If you decide to sign up this weekend and you have the day after Founders Day.
I'm going to have to go. It's getting past my time. See you next week, Miss Lee. I love you. Have a great day. See you next time. Get some rest. All right. All right, y'all. That was a good little laugh right there. Give me something else, y'all. Well, we still got about 30 minutes, 20 minutes. 20, 30, 20, 30. When you, Mahogany, when you get off, send me your phone number. Would I ever lock my hair? I thought about it. I was watching another YouTuber. She locked her hair and it looked so pretty. And I was like, man, maybe I should do that. Like, I don't know. I'm thinking about cutting off all of my relaxer. I haven't had a relaxer since September 2018, and it's been my hair. I have a decent bit of like curly wavy texture in between, and my hair has gotten pretty long because I've been wearing braids for over a year. But I don't know if I want to cut it off. Like, part of me was like, I want to just like chop all the straight ends off and go somewhere and get some highlights put in and just go out into the natural hair journey with a bang. And then part of me is just like, just keep getting it trimmed like every 8 weeks, or 8 to 12 weeks in between braid styles. And then eventually, in about 2 or 3 years, all the perm will be gone because it'll grow out. But I don't know. The closest thing that I've done to a lock is like the kinky twist with the Marley look or whatever. Then I look at how nice Desmond's locks have grown. I'm like, oh, it's so nice and long. But I would get mine smaller.
Sure, Chris, go ahead. I mean,
And oh wait, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. But why are you scared to lock your hair? You can always take it loose.
it's hard to you gotta find people who really know what they're doing to take locks out. Everybody, folks, we talking about they know how to do it. Everybody don't know how to do
I've seen people
it.
take their locks out themselves.
That you got to be at a certain point. Like right now, where I'm at, these ain't coming out.
I don't believe that, because there's some people that I knew had their locks longer than you and they combed them out themselves.
Oh, okay.
They had their locks for a long time, like for 4 or 5 years, and then they sat there and combed it out with some. It's you watch a YouTube video on how to comb your locks out.
Oh yeah, I'm not combing my locks out, so that's.
I mean, I'm looking at it. I don't know.
For
It
sure.
looks pretty permanent.
Not really, Chris. It's like loosely, but not really.
Oh, you have to have soft hair. Mine is kind of soft.
I mean, my hair was soft before I started my locks.
I feel like you could get it combed out. I do. Because I've seen people who had some long, pretty locks and they had it for years and they combed them out. I really do.
I wouldn't. I mean,
You're going to lose a huge ball of hair, right? But your hair is still going to be long and healthy.
I ain't doing that.
Your hair is going to be long and healthy. When I take
I
down braids,
that
I lose a lot of my hair because you're not combing it. So if you ever comb your hair in 5 years, you're going to lose all the hair that was not being combed out every day.
I mean, I heard that part. I'm just not doing it.
I didn't say you had to.
I don't have no reason to, but
Oh, well, Desmond, give her your barber. Give her your person's information. Shawan.
It's Shawan at Locks and
Type it.
Sensations. Hold on, let me find the Instagram.
Find an Instagram
page.
so she can look for herself.
And Shawan.
And I feel like she needs
to
to update her Instagram photos because it doesn't really do her work justice. But she's good.
She posts more so on Facebook.
Well, share wherever she posts.
I gotta go in there and find it. Hold on, cause Shawan.
Does your sister know how to do them?
Shawan be ducked up a lot of the time.
That's a good person too.
Dang, my uncle gonna be 50 next year. That's what's up.
Let me see. Most of my cousins have locks. I would too, but it's permanent. Maybe in the future. I think you look good with them. Thank you. Because I look at my hair. Let me stop eating because this is not a mukbang. I'm just eating some chocolate, y'all. It's a craving right now. Drink some water. Hold on.
Am I even friends with Shawan? Yes. No, I'm not. But she has her page and it's nothing available. Of course, knowing Shawan, she keeps her stuff private.
Okay. That's my thing. It's permanent. And sometimes I still like to wear like braids and twists and stuff like that. And I feel like it will cost me more money in the long run because I've seen people still get their hair braided with locks. I've seen people still get their hair sewn in with locks, all that good stuff. But you have to find somebody that knows what they're doing. And a lot of times people are intimidated when you have locks in your hair. Another thing is, I feel like I would have to get a size that's between the size of my mother-in-law and Desmond. Hers, she has the sister lock, so they're really small. Little like twists. They're really, really small. And I think that those are pretty and you can do a lot of styles with them. But then I feel like I would want to do kind of like a little bit thicker, you know, not as thick as Dez's, but maybe just like a little bit smaller so that it could be full, but like the pieces would be big enough for me to do other styles with besides just wear it down or up and down. That's his loctician's information on Instagram. Yeah, the small ones, like Desmond's mom has the really, really small ones, and hers are super pretty.
Yeah, but Shawan does amazing work. She's just really good with locks and her different styles.
$7 or $75. Oh, she got you on her page.
Where?
Right there.
Didn't even realize
Oh my
it. Didn't even
gosh.
realize it.
You need to like the picture.
I will. I will. This is from last year. Like, this is after my birthday. I didn't
You
even
look
realize
sexy
that.
right there. At
She
least
had
look
did
how
my
she
beard.
did that beard. She need
Yeah.
to do it again. Comment and be like,
Alright,
my wife
shout
said I need to come back and get that beard lined up.
Yeah, like Shawan be quick. $7 for
Seven for what? That's what I was trying to say. I know ain't nobody twisting dreads for $7.
Nah, I know when I was first looking at getting mine done, folks was talking about they was doing it for 30. I'm just like, that don't even sound right. $7 for a haircut.
Yeah, we have a place.
Depending
It's a
on where
place
you
on the
are.
south side that we go to. Is that price
For Josiah,
for
yeah, you ain't
Josiah?
getting it for nobody else. I didn't even realize she was taking pictures of me that day. But yeah, she does like just some of the dopest work I've seen. Like even when she did
Oh, okay, for the haircut. I thought it was
yeah,
for a
like
haircut.
even
I
when
thought you said
she
dreads.
did my hair for our wedding, it was good. She just like popped up a new style on me and it was dope. But I mean, she does good work. The only thing with Shawan is that you have to make sure you book a couple of weeks in advance. You can't call her the day before you want to get your hair done.
Oh, she straightens hair.
Shawan is a cosmetologist, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I just thought she was a loctician only.
Shawan does dope work.
We looking at her Instagram. We rude. They can't see it. Well, y'all can see it if y'all click it, but then you would be off my live, so I don't want you to do that.
But yeah, I mean, she does great work. So I would say um if you're in Atlanta and you're looking for somebody to do your hair, she's definitely somebody to go to. And the conversation's always dope in the shop too. Nothing's really off limits, so you go in and talk about whatever. And I mean, she's just cool people. So, and she's also the only person who's ever touched my locks. So that's part of the reason I make sure I continue to go back. The only thing I'm hoping with locks is that all these bands on different hairstyles, which are normally for
She straightened them.
Yeah, she started them. She started my hair. That was July 6th of 2017. It was the day before I turned 25. Was when she first started doing my locks. And I mean, she's Shawana is just dope. So I don't really go to anybody else. Um, she's just the only person who does my hair at the moment, and probably will continue to be because I'm not very fond of yeah.
And she's affordable too.
Yeah, she is affordable.
Because I know some people that charge over $100 and she doesn't. Nah. Even like for your maintenance appointments and to start them off, she's inexpensive to me.
Yeah, when you first get started, The only thing is you're gonna have to go back frequently for your hair to be
Lock.
taken care of and for her to do certain stuff to it because she does really well for my $65, which is what I have to pay when I do an appointment. She does a wash, deep condition, a retwist, and a style, and that's what I pay. And it's good. And then if I want to get my beard done, that's like an extra $10 or whatever. So she'll do my beard and she'll do other different styles. Like she does really well, and
Mm-hmm.
she offers a lot of different services for what she does, and she's just really good.
And she's in Atlanta.
Yeah, she's right in the middle of downtown Atlanta, off Ralph David Abernathy. So she's really good. She's really good. I never, for some reason, I never have her cards on me the way I should. But anytime somebody asks, I can always point them to her Instagram page and just kind of send business that way. But she's dope. But hopefully we just get to a point in the country where it's not bad to have locks or long braids or whatever as a guy, and people don't just automatically group you in with a negative stereotype because you decided to lock your hair. But for right now, that may be wishful thinking until people come around.
Is who okay, Chris?
Yeah, I was wondering because I didn't understand what he was saying.
I have 47 likely spam comments. Hmm. Hold on, y'all. Let me see.
Who's who?
Delete.
Oh, did somebody else pop up in the comments? I know you. I had saw you the person you had, I guess, blocked earlier.
Who is what? She might be saying who is Chris. Maybe I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. Oh, he frequently watches our videos.
Oh, he's just somebody from that I met on YouTube. I've never met in person though. I enjoy watching.
Is anybody looking forward to anything in particular with warmer weather coming? At least warmer weather, hopefully coming here in Georgia soon. You sound like Yosha. She said she's looking forward to
I am
vacation.
too.
That you sound just like Yosha. She been planning.
I've been planning some trips. I'm serious about going on them too, and I'm down to even do group travel. I just don't want to not go. You know, like last year
Florida.
I felt so unfulfilled because I didn't go.
Florida is always warm.
You're in Florida. I'm coming over to your house. What area you live in? I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna come to your house, but we actually are going to
Kissimmee.
Florida. We're going to Florida soon. And I might sneak and go for my birthday for the weekend so I can get on the beach. I told Des yesterday, babe, let's go for my birthday weekend.
Y'all have spring training starting down there soon, and that would be something I would love to go for.
In June.
Oh,
Okay, we gonna text. We say this every time you join my live, but you need to text me when I end this live.
ooh, this is really frizzy.
I got a lot of spam comments and I need to see them. Oh my gosh. Let me delete that.
Going to Disney World at the end of April. Are you going to the one in Florida or the one down in California, Chris? I want to go to the one in California just to see. Um. Oh, okay, cool. I want to go to the one in California just because I haven't been to that one before. But I've also heard that that one is good if you get like the pass where they move you to the front of the lines and stuff because that one's always crowded. But I mean, going to Disney World is an experience. I think it would be good for us to take Saya once he's older and taller. Because right now he really wouldn't be able to enjoy anything other than maybe like the teacup ride and like Splash Mountain and a few other things, but he wouldn't really be able to enjoy um, his Disneyland experience other than seeing characters. And eventually, I want him to go to SeaWorld, but one or two things at a time, nothing too complicated for him. He been asking about Six Flags for Lord knows how long.
Every time we
Every
pass
time we
it, he
pass
be
it,
like,
he
"Can we
talks
go to
about
Six
going.
Flags?"
And Saya, other than the kiddie area, Saya really ain't big enough to ride none at Six Flags yet. So taking him to the kiddie area would be good. Oh yeah, going to see the Star Wars thing is pretty cool. Eventually, I think I'm gonna get the combination of ESPN Plus, Disney Plus, and Hulu, which is like $13 a month. That way, Saya can start watching the original Disney movies rather than some of these remakes that they keep making. Yeah, it's plenty of stuff for kids. Saya's one of them kids who just go and don't like to go home. He reminds me of my brother in that way. My brother would go to a amusement park. I remember we went one day. He rode the same ride about 12 times in a row before my mom made him get out of line, and so we could go home. Like he just rode the same thing over and over, and we just sat there. I'm just like, bruh, it's like 95 degrees out here. We already got melanin in our skin. I don't need extra. Let's find something else to do. Let's find some shade or a snow cone or something. But I'm kind of tired of looking at you ride this ride. I want to go do something else. But that might be a good nephew uncle bonding time type thing where they can go and go together, and then me and Yoshi could go too. And when Jordan got tired and wanted to dip off, we could take Saya to the kid area.
What, Carnival Cruise?
Nah, Six Flags.
Oh. How we dipping off at Six Flags? How that's gonna work?
I'm saying, Jordan like to spend time with Saya where he gets Saya for about an
Oh.
hour and a half.
So
or whatever.
I was trying to get rid of some of these spam comments that have been
Oh
held for
yeah,
review. And
yeah. That's what I was saying. It would be a
I
good
was finna say
bonding
something I
time.
forgot, but yeah. I'm afraid of roller coasters though.
Oh
So
yeah, I don't.
I'm only gonna get on the Superman. The ninja beats you up and it hits you in the
Yeah,
head, so I don't like
the
that one.
only one I used
The
to
Scream
ride.
Machine, is it the Scream Machine? What's
They
the
they
white
tore
one?
down
The
the Scream Machine.
Georgia's
Great American
Fortune.
Scream Machine. Mm-mm.
The white, that's the white one
That's
with
the
all
white
the
one.
wood.
They tore down.
That one used to look like it was gonna fall apart any day
That was
now.
my favorite one. I rode that. I rode the Yeah, I mean, I would get on the kids ride with them, but after a minute,
You
it's
be
only so
like,
many kid rides you can get on. I used to ride the Riddler before they tore it down, the Viper, which was the one that just went in a loop, which was good, and that was really it. I didn't ride stuff. I don't mess with heights, so me and heights are not cool. And roller coasters at Six Flags are decent at best for me, so I'm good. All right, Chris, take it easy, man.
have a good
Um,
night.
yeah, I don't do roller coasters and I don't do heights. I remember going to the Sears Tower and standing out on that observation deck. Never again. Never again.
I did the acrophobia and it was like na 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 na. Wait,
I did
and then it
acrophobia.
dropped me and I was like, ah!
I did acrophobia,
And I got on Goliath with Chaz. That's me and Mahogany's cousin, and I was
Who is this?
terrified.
Who this? I don't know this person.
Here we go.
Um, yeah, I did acrophobia, and I remember getting to the top and somebody having a cliche line, "I can see my house from here," and then you go, and I'm just like, and I remember I was like 9 years old, and I was at this summer camp, and we used to go every Wednesday, and my mom had got us a season pass, and the folks was like, "All you do is ride a couple of rides every week. You might as well put your mama pass to get used. Go ahead, get on acrophobia." And I'm like, I'm afraid of heights, so no, thank you. And they was like, "No, just go ahead and get on." I got off, and I was just like, you know what? I never have to do that ever again. And then I did it again. We went to Circus Hotel and Casino, and theirs is inside, so it's not as bad, and you can get to the top and touch the ceiling, and then it drops you to the bottom. So that was a little bit better experience. But Six Flags, I'm straight. I'll go to Whitewater though,
I like Whitewater.
as long as I ain't got my locks retwisted first.
We I don't remember. I think I didn't get on Goliath with Chaz. I got on. I mixed that up. We got on some scary ride in Tampa, Florida, at Busch Gardens, and it had a vertical drop. And I didn't get on a roller coaster ever again after that. I used to like roller coasters before I got on that thing in Florida with her. And I got off the thing crying. And I think Chaz threw up.
See, and that's my thing. If
Mm-mm.
I ride a roller coaster, that means I don't need to really be eating nothing or drinking
Mm-mm.
nothing. And then on the rare occasion that you get stuck, you got to worry about.
Stuck.
Yeah, because you have like Six Flags used to be notorious for that. They would have roller coasters that would get stuck, and I just be like,
Y'all,
and
no.
I remember
Y'all
it
gonna
was,
have to cut me a check if I get stuck because I have emotional damage after that, and y'all gonna have to pay me some money because.
bruh. That's why I was just like, I'm straight.
Hi,
Thank you.
Kiva. Thank you.
I'm like, nah, homie, I'm good. I'm the person that's standing over there with a book bag and some flip flops and a hat and my glasses.
I'll
While
get on
everybody ride.
Superman with you. We could double date. Sometimes I'll be getting discounts
Man, look,
for Six Flags,
I'll go
but
to the
I'm not getting on Goliath. I'm not getting on nothing that's scary.
I'll go to the bar with you. I'll go get tattooed with you. Six Flags ain't one of them things, homie. I'm good.
Man.
I will go with Josiah and whatever other kids we have. I'll go and be like chaperone, but don't ask me to be getting on stuff and riding stuff.
See, we the perfect couple. We don't like roller coasters together. We can walk around and get some exercise.
Yeah,
I didn't know
don't mess
you
with
didn't
it.
like roller coasters, but
I don't like.
I just told you the reason why I don't. We
No,
got on
I
that
don't like.
scary ride when I was 13, and I would never get on another roller coaster after that.
Oh,
Not no roller coaster that I haven't been on
oh,
because I don't know what to expect. And
it's
I don't
very
trust
simple with
it.
me. I don't like heights.
I didn't know you didn't like heights.
I've always said that. I don't like heights. Riding bumper cars is dope with me going riding four wheelers, bumper boats, bumper cars, laser tag,
I'll ride the
all
bumper
that
cars.
stuff.
I'll ride the bumper cars. I'll get in the little kid
I
ride real
love that,
quick.
but nah, roller coasters,
No.
homie. Like the first
I will
time,
get on the Superman at Six Flags, but that ride is not scary. You just ride around like this in the Superman thing. It's fun. You know what I'm saying? Like that's And then
bruh,
I did acrophobia because I didn't know, but when it dropped, it made my stomach hurt, so I'm not getting on that again.
nah,
I feel like if you tricked
acrophobia.
me into doing it once, you got me one time. After that one time, I'm probably
Yeah,
not
the
gonna do it
basketball game at
again.
Chuck E. Cheese be hitting. I can definitely do that. Like I'm a Dave and Buster's.
Exactly.
I'm a
But
Dave and
if I
Buster's
know
kind of
it's gonna
person.
be if I know it's gonna make me feel sick, why would I get on it? Like I like arcades, Dave and Buster's,
hmm I like going to shoot pool or playing darts or going
bowling,
bowling.
Stars and
I
Stripes,
like Golden Glide.
Andretti.
I was a Golden Glide kid for
What
the
else?
longest.
What else? I'll go see a movie with you, okay?
Right, but
Let's sneak some snacks in from Dollar Tree, okay?
right,
Sneak
like
some hot wings in the movie theater.
bro, the first time I saw a lady sneak hot wings
Yes.
in, yes, we can go shoot pool. The first time I saw a lady sneak hot wings in, it just completely caught me off guard. Cause I had like she snuck in like a 10-piece with a burger and fries, and I'm just like,
My daddy used to bring checkers in.
My dad did too. Well, no, my dad would bring in drinks. He would
What area of
stop.
Florida are you in? Because we're going towards Orlando, but I want to. I want to go. Like, I don't mind going 2 or 3 times this year. I really don't.
I mean, I'm alright, and I'm not a big club person either. Like,
Desmond's not a big club
I'm not a
person.
club person.
I am. Well, I was going to say I am, but I'm
Yeah,
not anymore. I used to be.
I mean, it got to the point. You remember what Cam had said that weekend we was in the club for his graduation?
What he said? We getting old.
No, I was standing there and I was like, you had went to the bathroom or something, and I was just posted on the wall, just looking. He was like, bro, why you look like you ready to rip somebody's esophagus out? What's wrong with you? Have a drink, loosen up. I'm like, bro, it's in my nature. I can't do that.
He can't relax in the club.
I can't.
Desmond
It's
has
too
to
many
like be
people
on bodyguard mode. He's
the whole
watching
time.
everything and trying to make sure that it's
Whoever we
like,
came with is who we leave with. Like,
yeah,
I'm not.
the only time Desmond got loose was on his 25th birthday.
Yeah, and I got
I
licked.
did really good for his birthday. Like, we got a really nice room downtown, and he had a party in a club in Atlanta, and all his his
My
close friends were
friends.
there, and
Yeah.
some of my friends came, and Desmond got drunk, okay. And I never seen him get drunker than me before, because I used to be the one that used to get drunk.
Oh, she lives in Kissimmee.
Are you? Oh my gosh, that's where we're going in April. Oh, I'm gonna have to. We're gonna have to connect offline. Okay, I'm gonna have to. We got to meet somewhere public. I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable or nothing. But yeah, when we're there, I'll let you know. I sure will, cause I'm about this meeting my YouTube friends thing. But anyway, yeah, like. Kissimmee, we're going. I've never been to Kissimmee, but I've been to Orlando several times. So this is our first time going to Kissimmee. But I was telling Des, I think I want to go to Fort Lauderdale or Miami area for my birthday weekend. Which my birthday is May 13th, but I want to go not Mother's Day weekend, but like the 15th through the 17th. But I'm not sure. I'm thinking about it. I just want to do something. Like, I feel like if I keep up my whole little weight loss thing, I'll be in a beach ready type mood to be cute, you know? So, we'll see. I went to Miami a couple years ago, and it was the best time I had ever had. I went with my girlfriends, and we lit the city up. Okay, it was so fun, but it was like the city did not sleep when we went to Miami. It did not sleep. Okay, like I was falling asleep in the middle of the club because I was tired because it was just stuff to do all day. Like, excuse me, I know they say New York is the place where the city doesn't sleep, and I believe it, but like Miami is like your south place where the city doesn't sleep. Cause in Georgia, stuff closes at 3. Stuff closes at 2:30 in Georgia.
Bruh, it didn't used to be like that though. Like,
it used to be a couple places you could close at 3 or 4 in the morning, but not now.
Like the whole city back when they made Welcome to Atlanta, that's when the city really did used to shut down at like 4. Like you could be.
You'll be lucky if you can get 3. Nowadays, these places do not stay open.
I mean, you can't because it's a liability issue. Folks get crazy. Folks be drinking and doing whatever they choose to do.
So how come Miami get to stay open?
Because because they're like the major tourist city, and it's a known thing for them.
They stay open until like 6 in the morning.
Like even when I was in Tampa, I went to this club. It was Mayweather was fighting somebody.
Tampa
we went down there to a club,
too.
and it was like the dopest club. We went in
so,
like $7 or $8 to get in. We had a few drinks. They had like a rooftop section, and then they had like little other sections. So Tampa. it was pretty dope. But Tampa is pretty cool. See if I can remember the name of that club.
Those are on my list because I want to be near a beach. In Orlando, you can go to Cocoa Beach. Tampa, you can go to Clearwater Beach. Fort Lauderdale is near the beach, and so is Miami. And Miami has some amazing food, amazing Cuban food, y'all. Oh my gosh.
I'm standing.
It was so good. It was the best oxtail that I ever had, and I thought Jamaicans had that on lock. Cubans.
I like Cuban food.
So good. I took that food And I
She
put it
packed
in
the
my
food
checked
in her
bag.
check
And I
bag.
wrapped it in 3 plastic bags because it was that good.
I went and picked
It
Usher
was
up from
coming
the
back to
airport.
Atlanta with me, okay?
I went and picked
It was
Usher up
so
from the
amazing.
airport.
That food was so good, y'all.
We got
Oh
to my
my
mom's
gosh.
house, and
And I
Yosha
ate it for dinner.
opens her suitcase and pulls out food. And me and my mom are like, "The hell is she
That
grabbing?"
food was good,
And
okay?
she's like sitting there warming up food and eating them, and we just like, so we
That
pack food in
food
suitcases
was
now.
good. That box was smashed, but it didn't get all over my clothes.
The box was obliterated.
But
It was
did
together.
not spill on my clothes.
It was together long enough to hold the food. That's all it was literally there
and
for.
I would do it again.
It was
I would
crazy.
pay to check my bag to bring that food home.
It was crazy.
But see, next time I probably will fly through Fort Lauderdale. I'm just telling you, it was amazing. You know,
it was
Cuban food.
It was interesting.
I was like, "Where's the Cuban food in Atlanta? We ain't got no Cubans.
We don't really have a.
There's a lot of Spanish people. A lot of Spanish speaking people in Miami area.
Well, yeah.
In Tampa,
Cuba
in Orlando, it's not a lot of Spanish speaking people.
Well, no, Cuba is 90 miles outside of Miami. It's literally 90 miles outside of Miami. That's why Little Havana is such a big spot in Miami down there.
I would do it again, and we spent 5 days, and it was a good birthday. I want that type of birthday this year, but it don't have to be with girls, because I want to bring sand to the beach. Is that what they call?
Mm-hmm.
I want to bring sand to the beach because I like sand, but a couples thing would be cute. Because then I have my girls so we can go shopping, and then I have you so I can snuggle.
Yeah, I ain't going shopping in Miami. I made that mistake once. No,
they had a really nice Ross, okay? That Ross was like
the
size of 3 Rosses here.
I've been to Miami for that. I'm when I tell you I'm
Cousin,
straight
let's
on it.
plan it, okay?
Like,
let's do it.
I'm not a shopper, no way. But going shopping somewhere like
no,
Miami,
but Orlando has some good shopping too. Okay, I love Orlando. The outlet is good. The Victoria's Secret is
it's called Club
Outlet. I don't really wear Victoria's Secret anymore because I'm plus size and I'm not the right size for it. But they have like the bundles for the accessories and the scents. I like Victoria's Secret's body sprays and stuff like that. But I really haven't been buying it because I don't really shop there anymore because I don't fit their undergarments anymore. But they have better pricing because it's an outlet. I think it's called Premier Outlets in Orlando.
Yeah.
I've been several times. Really good deals. And then they have a Ross, and the Ross is huge. Like the Ross here in Georgia is not like it don't have a lot of stuff.
But I mean, that's a high tourist area though. Georgia don't have a high tourist area.
They have a good selection. Like
yeah, you gotta pay for that.
They have a really good selection compared to here, especially when it comes to plus size girls.
But it's
like they have a true dedicated area for people with big feet. Okay, here at our Ross, and I'm not even talking about Douglasville. I'm talking about like all around Atlanta area. Whether you go to McDonough, whether you go to Kennesaw, you're lucky if you get 5 size 10s. Okay. At that store, they have like a size 10 section, a size 11 section, a size 12 section. They have like a whole 2 or 3 rows for plus size selection clothes. You don't see that here. You're lucky if you get an aisle of plus. Maybe.
I mean, it's the buyers, but they have such a big demand, and because you're a tourist area, it makes more sense to keep all that stuff in stock. When you rolling through Orlando, you gonna be shopping.
And then they had cute bathing suits and stuff. Like here, you have to shop in the season to get a cute bathing suit. But of course, anywhere in Florida, they probably gonna have it because it's warmer there and people swim year round. Probably, I guess, but. Okay, y'all could tell I love Florida, but I would have moved. I wouldn't mind living there if it was like not hurricanes and stuff. Because you were saying buying property in another state. I would buy property in Florida, but I'd be afraid because of the weather, and then I know it'd probably be expensive to insure it because of the area.
Well, you have to have hurricane insurance, tornado insurance, all that stuff. It's
natural disaster.
Yeah, but I mean, it's no different than like going to Tyler Island. In Savannah, you have to have certain insurance down there like that. I had a
Oh,
professor.
they getting flooded too because
They
it was in
get
the south
floods,
near the
they get
beach.
hurricanes and stuff like that because they're right there on the water. Like I know you have to have your house built so far up off the ground. That's Club Prana. We went down there and it was really dope. Like food was good. We were able to park for free. We got in the club and it was really nice. That's the rooftop view.
Des had a good life before he met me.
I traveled a little bit. I traveled a little bit.
Hmm. Looks like it's still in business.
Oh, that club wasn't going out of business. They had a line that was long.
I wouldn't mind
That's one of the
planning to
hot
go. I wouldn't
spots.
mind planning to go to Tampa though, because I haven't been to Tampa in a couple of years. Orlando, I don't mind either though, because I like Orlando.
Yeah, but I mean, I enjoyed that stuff. But like I said, I have a few more destinations on my list that are not the typical states people would want to go to. So, and it would be long flights, and I think that would be the
You
more than
like long
anything.
flights or you
No,
don't?
I'm not a big fan of long flights. A 2 hour flight
Well, baby,
is.
you have to if you wanna.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's some of them that, yeah, you just gotta sit there and deal. Like, if I ever get to go to Tokyo, that's gonna be one of the ones that I just gotta sit there and deal and twiddle my thumbs and make sure I charge my phone and have USB outlets and all kind of stuff. Cause I don't know, but I mean, eventually, like I was saying, I want to fly to Oregon at some point and go see Nike headquarters.
I didn't know that that was there.
Yeah, the guy who created Nike was a graduate of Oregon, which, well, I mean, not if y'all are football fans, y'all will understand why Oregon is Oregon State decked out and stuff. But yeah, I want to go to Oregon. I eventually want to go to Seattle. My dad went not last year, but year before last, and he said it was really nice to go up there. And
I heard that the
it was,
sights are beautiful.
yeah, and they say it's a really good place to go get like Asian food because for some reason you have a lot of Asian people who are living in Seattle. So he was saying that the food was good, the travel was good, the sights to see are good. So that would be somewhere I want to go. A lot of folks say New York, but I have zero desire to go back to New York right now.
I've never been to New York.
I went, I didn't, and I mean, I didn't go up there like to go shopping. I wasn't old enough to really enjoy no nightlife, but New York is a very bustling city. Like it's always crowded, and I'm not somebody who's big on crowds for real, for real. So, yeah, no, thank you. I'm straight.
Well, I think that we should go ahead and wrap this up for the night. I do want to thank y'all so much for chilling with me and Des tonight, and I will see y'all next week. Y'all have a wonderful night, and your eyes are so big. And I will see y'all later. Have a good night, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Text me, cousin. Don't forget to text me on Instagram your phone number. Okay, bye. I'm ready.